Good morning and happy Tuesday to you, and thank you for joining us right here on Cincy Lifestyle. Ooh, we have a good show. I mean, we have a good show every day, but I love today. We got some exciting stuff. We do have some exciting stuff, and we also have some exciting observances that we want to pay attention to today. Yes. Some of that's in our program, some of that we're talking about now. Mona sussed this one out. Yes. National Letter Carrier Day. It is. And mail you know what? It is really good to thank your mail carrier. I really appreciate that. Look at that picture on there. You know, they are so friendly in snow, rain. When you don't feel like going outside, your mail still comes. And you know what? It's just a nice day to celebrate. It's celebrated every February 4th every year. I kind of thought about, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. No, go right ahead. I kind of thought about my letter carrier yesterday as I started to get the stuff that reminded me it's tax season. Yes. But I still thank goodness your mail carrier brought it to you safely. Exactly. Exactly. Nothing will stop the delivery of those forms. That's right. This is the other thing we're talking about today is this is Rosa Parks Day. Now that kind of ping-pongs back and forth, right? That's between but her actual birthday. Today is her birthday, the anniversary of her birthday, I guess. And then December 1st is the actual anniversary of when she started, you know, sat in the front of the bus and started the whole civil rights movement down there. So that's also celebrated December 1st, February 4th, but we like her birthday. We do, absolutely. I remember when she was in town a few years back, and I had the opportunity when I was a journalist to cover the event, and she was very quiet. She was very quiet, but there was an aura about her as well. So it was just great to be in that situation. Yeah, she's a great woman. All right, well, tomorrow, Clyde, what's happening? Well, tomorrow is tomorrow's National Weather Person's Day. I told you we were recognizing we got a lot of national days today. And this time is set aside to recognize those with the difficult task of predicting the weather. Now, to celebrate, we wanted to take a look back at some of the more severe weather events that have hit our community. Let's begin with what the National Weather Service calls a once-in-a-lifetime winter storm, and we hope they are right, the blizzard of '78. Blizzard warnings went out on January 25th that year, and the Arctic air mass hit early the next morning across the Great Lakes and Upper Ohio Valley. 50 to 75 mile-an-hour winds dragged temperatures down from the mid-30s to the single digits in just hours. Visibility, 0. There was snow. Cincinnati measured just under 7 inches, but that was on top of an already deep snow. Yet the real damage was from wind, which pulled trees down onto power lines. Many homes were plunged into an icy darkness. Fortunately, schools were closed. Governors mobilized the National Guard, and President Jimmy Carter declared a federal disaster in Ohio and Indiana. The storm took lives, but it also showed community spirit as volunteers with snowmobiles ferried repair crews and supplies to stranded homeowners. For sheer devastation, many Cincinnatians who survived it will never forget the tornado outbreak of April 3rd and 4th, 1974. The storms slashed 13 states from the Great Lakes to the Deep South and killed 335 people. But it seemed to concentrate its fury on the Ohio Valley, where dozens of tornadoes hit Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana. 159 people were killed. One tornado slammed into the west side of Cincinnati, hitting Sailor Park especially hard. The deadliest of all the storms churned across Xenia, where it killed 34 and caused $250 million in damage. Less intense, but still not forgotten, the tornado that hit Bright, Indiana, and then Harrison, Ohio on June 2nd, 1990. Borne on the wings of a low-pressure system, the potent swirl of warm, moist air gave birth to tornadoes across Indiana, including the F4 twister that blasted Bright and then Harrison. The storm left a 33-mile-long scar up into Butler County, injured 37 people, and destroyed or damaged several hundred homes. And now for the granddaddy of them all, the Big Kahuna, what the National Weather Service calls the greatest natural disaster in tri-state history, the flood of 1937. And you can blame it on what the Weather Service calls the wettest January on record to this day.
Rain fell in record amounts between January the 13th and the 24th. Ultimately, the river covered 15 to 20% of the city of Cincinnati, forcing thousands out of their homes in riverbank communities. The surge also denied much of the city fresh water, electricity, and heat. Interesting fact, the Roebling Suspension Bridge was the only one still open between Pittsburgh and Cairo. The Weather Service says the flood left up to 1 million people homeless along the river's length. One legacy of the flood of 1937, the Newport Levee.
All right, well, he is arguably one of the top names in Hollywood, from roles in Ghostbusters to Groundhog's Day, and even appearing in this year's Super Bowl commercial. Actor Bill Murray is a legend, and now a group of PF local artists are paying tribute to him through a pop-up art gallery. And it is my pleasure to welcome the artists from the pop-up gallery, Sarah Cole and Brian Beck. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to ask, why Bill Murray?
We just always thought he was like a real interesting individual, really inspirational character, and we thought it'd be like a real fun theme for like an art show. I feel like a lot of the misconception are, local art shows are just real prestige or artsy fartsy, whereas a lot of these local artists I've been working with the last few years, art shows are anything but that. They're more of just like a real fun atmosphere, party, live music, food, and we kind of wanted to embrace some of his character and just kind of run that fluently like, throughout the show. So we thought it'd be a fun opportunity to do so.
Well, I couldn't agree with you more. I think this will bring a lot more people out, give people a lot more interest in art. So tell us about the exhibit.
So not all of the art is going to be Bill Murray themed, but there is going to be a large selection of Bill Murray. I told the artist when we decided to do it, they did not have to make things, but a lot of them did get inspired by the man. And we're going to have a costume contest too.
Oh.
Yeah, so there will be a prize for the best Bill Murray costume. We encourage any creativity.
Is there a theme for the costume? Does it have to look like Bill Murray? What's the theme? Anything you want?
Yeah, I said Bill Murray character, but if you want to show up in just one of his golf uniforms or whatever, go for it.
All right, Caddyshack, right?
Murray.
Yeah.
Caddyshack, okay. So tell me about the pieces you created.
So we do have a lot of pieces here with us, and I make art out of reclaimed wood and aluminum. And then we do have a lot of painters, if you want to talk about the painters.
Sure.
Oh,
there's a volume of acrylic base, oil, black and white, mixed media from spray paint, various artists, various forms of Murrayism, if you will. There's a mixed plethora. I think there's like 12 artists.
We're all different styles.
And all different styles overlapping, so nothing really limited to.
Okay, so you're also going to be doing something else special at your event. Tell us about that.
So we are going to have a sock drive, and we've teamed together with the Brighton Center in Newport, and they do really good things for the community and help people get back on their feet.
Yes.
So we're hoping to collect socks to donate for them, and everything needs to be clean, packaged socks, brand new, preferably.
No used socks,
No.
people. Okay.
But yeah, we figure people have gone out of their way to help us with our art. We want to do something to help the community.
I love that
have some
way.
fun.
Yeah.
I love that way of giving back. All right, so tell me, do you have a favorite Bill Murray movie, moment on
I'm going to go
SNL?
with, not a particular moment, but I'm going to go with Ghostbusters, hands down.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
I'm going to say Groundhog Day. I love Groundhog Day.
Yes, yeah, they are both very good. All right, so let's tell people where they should go for this exhibit and how much it costs, and tell them all about it.
It is a free event, so completely free.
Ooh, we love free.
We're going to have live music, and we will have all the artists there for you to meet. So if you have any questions about the pieces, feel free to talk to everyone. It's going to be in Newport, Kentucky, in a gallery called Artifact.
Okay.
So.
All right, and it's going to be starting
this Saturday, February 8th, and it's from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Okay. All right, perfect. Thank you all for coming on.
Oh,
Thanks for having me.
I love the whole idea of a Bill Murray pop-up show. Yes. All right. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thanks. Clyde.
All right, Mona, thanks a lot. Hey, did you know that one person dies from heart disease every 40 seconds in the United States? That's something to know, and that's according to the CDC. So, in honor of National Wear Red for Women Day coming up this Friday, we wanted to talk about the importance of knowing your numbers. And here now to help us do that, I want to welcome Diana Gibbs, an American Heart Association volunteer and heart survivor, and also Dr. Eugene Chung from the Christ Hospital Health Network. Thank you both for being here with us. So, each of you briefly from your perspective, why is National Wear Red Day so important?
It's to bring awareness to women about heart disease and strokes and how it affects, women today.
Dr. Chung, I want to hear from you on that in just a second, but we introduced you as a survivor.
Yes.
Were you not fully aware of the risks that faced you before your incident?
No, not really. I was working long hours and in a very stressful situation. But I thought, oh, I can handle that. You know how women are. We can handle anything. We can handle work, home, and everything in between.
Sure, sure. So, Dr. Chung, your perspective on why National Wear Red Day is so important?
Well, Diana's story is very important. It illustrates a number of factors. About a third of women die of heart and stroke disease, less than cancers combined.
1/3.
1/3. And I think the importance of heart and vascular disease for women is underestimated because of the press that cancer has. And while that's important too, we need to highlight the importance of paying attention to heart and vascular disease for women. Her story is important because she had her event without smoking, diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. I think the stress in her life, the work, the life, I think that really contributed a lot to her problem.
So I was going to ask, what should people know then about heart disease, particularly now based on what you've shared with us?
So know your numbers is an important thing. So cholesterol levels, blood pressure, knowing your weight, the waist size, those kinds of factors do feature into how your risk profile looks. However, outside of that, I think her story is highlighted by the extreme amount of stress and what that can do to your heart and coronary arteries, even without some of those factors.
You talk about numbers. What about age? Is that an important consideration too?
Well, as humans age, these things become more common: strokes, heart attacks, heart failure, arrhythmias. But in any age above 16, 17 is when you start to think about reducing risk factors for cardiovascular disease.
So Diana, we talked a little bit about the stress in your life. You're volunteering now. So
yes.
What do you tell women?
I tell women to try your best to do things that you love, wherever you work, work with a passion and a purpose. And of course, eating healthy and making healthy food choices, using the one ingredient rule, like fresh fruits, vegetables, protein, and staying away from the carbs and the sugar.
All right. Dr. Chung, if people want to learn more about heart disease and how to, what they need to do to minimize their risk, how can they do that?
Well, there are a number of credible sources you can go. GoRedForWomen.org is a terrific site. American Heart Association, Christ Hospital, lots of these organizations that make medications for heart disease are also good sites.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you both for being here with us. We appreciate it, and we hope we have done a successful job of highlighting the need to be aware and know your numbers. Thank you both.
Thanks, Clyde, and we'll be right back.
And welcome back. National Pizza Day is this Sunday when we'll celebrate the popularity of one of our favorite foods. Joining us today to share the story of her own special love affair with pizza is Gail Becker, the founder of Cauliflower. Get it? Cauliflower, the first brand to bring cauliflower crust pizza to the freezer aisle. So, Gail, thank you so much for being here with us today. And tell us why we recognize National Pizza Day in the first place.
Well, National Pizza Day started many, many years ago in Naples, is where the birth of the pizza was actually took place. But I think what's so unique about pizza, it's sort of the one thing Americans seem to be able to agree upon these days is how much we love pizza. In fact, 93% of Americans actually love pizza. So what better holiday to celebrate than our unified love for America's favorite food?
Okay, so share with us then what the inspiration was for you behind creating Cauliflower.
Sure. So Cauliflower was started about 3 years ago, actually 3 years ago this week, because I'm the mom of 2 boys with celiac disease. And I just got really tired of seeing all the junk that the industry was putting in gluten-free food, and quite frankly, all food throughout the freezer aisle. More fat, sugar, salt, and calories, and less nutrients. So I sort of waited for someone to do something about it, and they never did. So like, you know, many frustrated parents today, I decided, well, I guess I'm going to have to do it myself. So I left my job in corporate America and I started Cauliflower. That was 3 years ago. Today, we have sold more than 36 million pizzas, and we are a top 10 frozen pizza brand, and there are actually 500 in the U.S. So we're super excited.
I can understand why. So when you decided to do something about the problem and do something different, what did you do that made your pizza different?
Well, I think what sets Cauliflower apart is actually our ability to deliver on the 3 most important elements that we look for really in any of our food. So one, first and foremost, is taste. It has to taste great. Second, people are looking for healthier options today. They want better for you items, and so certainly it delivers on that nutritional aspect as well. And then third is convenience. We are all moving so quickly. We need something that's going to be done in 15 minutes. So you have taste, you have nutrition, and you have convenience, and we deliver on all 3. And I think that's what's led to our success.
Well, it sounds like you have been very successful. People are certainly going to want to get more information. How can they go about doing that?
Well, I want to be able to give people the information that they need for how we're celebrating National Pizza Day. So we're celebrating National Pizza Day. It's Sunday, February 9th, by giving 1,000 families free pizza for a year if they have a baby born on National Pizza Day. So the campaign is called Born on Pizza Day. Go to bornonpizzaday.com, and whether you're going to be a new mom, a new dad, if it's your first new baby, or if it's your 4th, if you're adopting, or if you just know someone who is due on February 9th, head on over to bornonpizzaday.com, put in your information, and the first 1,000 people to enter will get a year full of Cauliflower pizza and the cutest onesie ever made. If cauliflower can become pizza, I can become just about anything.
Okay, all right. That sounds absolutely great. And thank you for spending time with us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
Indeed. Mona?
Beloved daytime TV actress Susan Lucci seemed larger than life, but a silent killer almost cut her own life short. In honor of American Heart Month, she's sharing her story to encourage women to listen to their hearts. Ava Weeks has more.
She stole our hearts playing Erica Kane on All My Children, but in 2018, Susan Lucci's heart almost gave out. Lucci was shopping when she felt an immense pressure on her chest and had to be rushed to the hospital.
When I got there, the doctor discovered after testing me that I had a 90% blockage in one artery, my main artery, and a 75% blockage in an adjacent artery. He said he could fix it. He put 2 stents in that night. The nurses who were discharging me said, you know, you just managed to escape the widowmaker.
Most cases of heart disease can be prevented if women pay attention to the signs and know their numbers.
5 simple numbers. Know your total cholesterol, know your HDL, the good cholesterol, know your blood sugar, know your blood pressure, and know your body mass index.
You can get those numbers at CVS Health's Minute Clinics the first 3 Thursdays in February for free. Go to cvshealth.com/GoRed for more information.
All right, stay with us. We'll be back with more Cincy Lifestyle on the other side of the break. Plus, be sure to check us out on Instagram. That's where you'll find we post all kinds of stuff from behind the scenes here on the set and while we're out in the community. So follow us on Instagram at Cincy Lifestyle. We got a physics lesson from PK, the director. We're going to skip that and just tell you it's a little gloomy outside and possibly going to be somewhat rainy as the day goes on, but enjoy the Cincy Lifestyle anyway.
Absolutely.
Now, coming up tomorrow, we've got a special edition of Cincy Lifestyle cooking for you. Folks in the newsroom love it. They're applauding already.
Yes, already.
We're going to take a look at an incredible car restoration garage in town that specializes in classic Corvettes. So be sure to join us as we get behind the wheel and under the hood of some rare and beautiful cars.
Then we test drive some of the newer top-of-the-line models that are just hitting the market. Ooh, we'll talk with a mechanic about all the cool features, all that. So much more happening tomorrow on a special edition of Cincy Lifestyle. Live from the Duke Energy Center. We're going to be live from the Energy Center.
Yes, we are. That means we got to get to work early tomorrow.
That's right. Oh,
we can't wait.
Yeah, yay. You won't want to miss that.
That's right. That's Cincy Lifestyle for this Tuesday, February 4th.
Look at all the ways that you can reach out to us. We have people reaching out to us and giving us ideas all the time, and we use a lot of them. So there's your reason to let us know what you think and what's on your mind. Make it a great day. Thanks for watching our video, and if you liked what you saw, hit the subscribe button. You can also check out full episodes of the show you've never seen before, or watch your favorites again and again. And as always, we love to say it, make it a great day.